In today's video, we're going to be showing you how we make our super rich and tasty beef bone noodle soup.
And it only takes 45 minutes to cook. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Benji.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're just two regular home cooks, and on this channel we share recipes of the things that we like to cook and bake.
When I think of a broth, I think of cooking for hours and hours to get that really deep, rich flavour. But today, we're going to be using our pressure cooker to cut that time down to about 20 minutes or so. Even if you can't find the exact ingredients that we're using today, this is a really flexible recipe. It works really well, even if you use some substitutes.
There'll be more information about substitutes during the recipe walkthrough, so enough of the chit-chat, let's just get to it. Pause the video here for the list of ingredients, or as usual, they're also in the description box below. Ingredient preparation should only take about 10 to 15 minutes, it's all pretty simple. First thing we're going to do is to peel and dice the onion and carrots. For a hearty soup like this one, we want to keep the vegetable pieces pretty chunky. Since we're going to be pressure cooking it, these chunks will reduce quite a bit while they're cooking. So cut them fairly large so that there's still a good size left to chew on. We like these pieces about this size here, but it's really up to your own personal preference. Do the same for the tomato as well. The tomato will almost completely break down into the soup and give it a really nice thick consistency. Now cut the ends off the bok choy and then cut them into bite-sized pieces. This is only going to go in after the pressure cooking is done, and it gives the dish a different texture. If you don't have bok choy, just replace it with any other leafy vegetable like cabbage, watercress or potato leaves. With the shiitake mushrooms, it's really up to you how you cut these. We usually like to keep them whole, but the stalks can be a little bit tough sometimes, so we slice them to make sure that they cook through. A good replacement here is to use button mushrooms. For the salted veg, this is the brand we use. It's a mustard green that's been pickled with chilies, salt and other spices. These are quite strong in flavour, so you don't need to use a lot, just a small bunch like this will do. To prep this, make sure to wash it thoroughly with your hands under some running water. Without washing, it retains too much salt and it overpowers the dish. Cut the leaves into chunks, and then for the stalks, slice them into small pieces. And that's it for prep. Now to cook, we're going to use our pressure cooker on the meat setting. Start by heating up a tablespoon of vegetable oil and then add the onions. Let the onions brown before adding the beef bones. We're using bone marrow here, but you could use any other type available to you. You could even try pork bones. Now add the carrots and tomatoes. Let it cook for just a minute or so before adding the stock. We're using a vegetable stock that we made ourselves, but any stock that you get from a grocery store will be fine. Add the salted veg, a handful of dried Chinese dates, also known as jujubes, and another handful of goji berries. These are going to supercharge the soup with nutrients and flavour. Now time for the pressure cooking. Make sure the vent on the lid is closed, and then set the cooker to stew for 20 minutes and then press start. When it's finished, vent the cookers by slowly releasing the valve or let the pressure naturally lower itself. Now we add the rest of the ingredients. So this includes the mushrooms, the meatballs and the bok choy. If you don't have meatballs, you can also use fish balls, that's fine. Now add the soy sauce, the fish sauce, oyster sauce and pepper to taste. Give it all a good mix and then cover just for a few minutes to cook. No need to close the vent this time. We're not pressure cooking here, so just turn on any mode on your cooker just to get the heat going for 3 to 4 minutes. While that's happening, it's time to cook the noodles. We're using buckwheat soba noodles here, but feel free to use any kind that you like. 4 minutes on the boil, everything should be done. Now just put everything together in your favourite bowl. Make sure to get a bit of everything in your bowl, and then garnish with sesame seeds to make it extra tasty. We find that the goji berries and the jujubes really balance the flavours out. by adding a bit of sweetness to counter the savory from everything else. So do try to use them if you can. And that's it! 45 minutes to make 3 to 4 bowls of a noodle soup you can be proud of. I'm always amazed that we can actually produce these kinds of flavors in such a short time, and it's all down to the pressure cooker. It really is one of our favorite tools in the kitchen.
This dish has come in especially useful for us in the last few weeks. We've both just had our first COVID vaccination shots, and while experiencing our minor side effects, there was nothing more comforting than a bowl of beef bone noodle soup.
We really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do consider giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel out.
That's all from us. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, stay safe and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!